Okay, welcome to Amaya channel. Today we are going to do session number 2 of relation. Previous class relation session 1 we have done. This is session number 2. Now first what we are going to study here is types of relation. Today our first topic is types of relation. So there are different types of relation. I will start one by one and explain it individually. Fine. So first is void relation. Before starting void relation, I will be able to. Harish, am I audible? Hani Wala? Hani beta, are you able to hear me? Hani, check your audio beta. Okay. Ready everyone? Okay, we'll start. Now look here beta. Before going to void relation, we will understand how in a set empty sets will be coming. Now imagine a set A. In that set A beta, if you are writing element as 1, 2 and 3, then you will write power set of it. Now in the power set, what you are writing? Whenever you are writing power set, you will always start with 5. And you will say, auntie, in the power set, I will write 1, 2, 3 as subset. And then 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Okay, beta. So these are the powered sets of a set. Means, beta, what is power set? Power set is a collection of subsets. Power set is a collection of possible subsets of a set. What is a power set? A power set is a collection of all possible subsets of a set. In the power set, first what I am writing is, I am starting with 5. That means what? An empty set can also be a subset of a set. An empty set can also be a subset of a set. I'm telling you the most important point which we are going to pick, and we will be explaining the void set with that. Okay. So that means from here we came to know phi is a subset of A. Phi is a subset of A because of this relation. One more time I am explaining because these things are new things and you must remember these things, because 1 marks MCQ. Which section I will put hand there, from there 1 marks and MCQ will 100% come. And this year, once your 2022, once your question paper, it will come now. You will see the question paper and will say that Khushbu aunty already told these questions will come and this will come. Every year this happens. So now this section you have to remember nicely. If any doubt will be there, that same moment ask. Okay, that same moment you ask the doubt that how this is happening. Fine. Again, I am telling you a set is there. That set is containing 3 elements. So what are the possible power set? Possible power set starts with 5, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that means what? We have kept phi as also one of the subset of A. What is phi? Phi is one of the subset of A. Like 1 is the subset of A. 1, here 1 is one of the subset of A. In the same way, phi is also one of the subset of A. Okay, this was about set relation. So set relation says that phi is one of the subset of A. Phi is one of the subset of A. I again and again telling you because I'm going to use the same thing here in void relation. Okay. I'm going to use the same thing in void relation. There you will get confused. To remove that confusion, I have explained this one first. Fine. So phi is an empty set, is a subset of every set. This is one of the theorem of class 11. Empty set is the subset of every set. Empty set is the subset of every set. Fine. Now, beta, we will go towards void relation because we have to explain void relation. For knowing void relation, what we have to write first, I'm writing it first. Okay, beta. That means what here? A be a set. That means the moment A will be a set, beta, then phi will become the subset of A. Tell me yes or no. Tell me yes or no. If A is any set, previous just 2 minutes back itself, I told you that if A will be any non-empty set, then phi will be a subset of A according to power set condition. Okay, according to power set condition. Am I audible to all of you? Okay, beta, you have to, if I'm audible, beta, just quickly response. Give response. I'll tell. Pritika is telling yes. Yuvashri is telling yes. Harish, everyone is able to hear me. Harniwala, beta, are you able to hear me? Pritika, Yuvashri, Shyam, able to hear? Okay. Okay, beta. Okay, very good. So now, beta, understand this. Now, A cross A, Cartesian product of A cross A. This is a Cartesian product now of any set A cross A. That means in this also, phi will become the subset of it. Phi will become the subset of it. So when phi will become the subset of it, then it will be a relation on A. Phi will become a relation on A. What is phi? In general, phi will become a relation on A. Then beta, for MCQ, what you have to remember? For MCQ, they will ask if phi is a subset of A, then in true false, phi will also be a subset of A cross A. Then what will be your answer? Quickly tell me. If phi is a subset of A, then phi will also be a subset of A cross A. Is the statement true or false? Because true false is again one of the option of class 12 syllabus. 1 to 2 question will come from there. Yes, Yuvashri is telling true. That is the correct answer. Harniwala is telling true. And Pritika, Vishiga, everyone is telling true. This statement you note down. Sadab is telling true. Harish is telling, Farhana, where are you, beta? Everyone is telling true. You have to write the answer as true. That means true. Why? Because phi is also a subset of A cross A. Anish, answer that, beta. So this is one of a very important part. Now, I will go towards void relation and I will explain how to represent a void relation. If someone will ask from you about void relation, how to represent void relation. So first, let A be a non-empty set. So beta, if A will be a non-empty set, then A will be containing 1, 2 and 3 elements. Okay. That means beta, what will be A cross A? A cross A will be having 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 3, 9 elements. Correct, Vishiga. Awesome. Then 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3. But A cross A is having this much. Fine. Now, a relation is there and relation is telling A, B, any element of which is belonging to relation such that A minus B is equal to 10, where A belongs to A, B belongs to B. Inside this bracket itself, right, beta, where A belongs to A, B belongs to Vishika already gave the answer 5. Others, please tell me, did you understood what you have to do, beta? Very good. A relation will contain no element in it. Yes, Yuvashi is telling 5. Everyone is telling 5. Super, fantabulous work. For those who have not understood, Pratika telling 5. Beta, why it will be 5? One time we will see why it will be 5. Syam, you are hearing nicely. Abhinesh, everyone, beta, response, give answer. Let it be. Keep on fighting, give on answering. Then only you will learn these things better. See, look here. In this, because we know that always relation is a subset of A cross B. That means relation. Harnibala also is telling 5. Pritika telling 5. Sada, where is my Sada? Where is Farhana? So relation is a subset of A cross B. That means relation should be coming. The element of relation should be coming from A cross A. Okay, but here beta, whichever element you will take, if you will take 3, 3, 3 minus 3 is coming 0. 3 minus 3 is coming what? 3 minus 3 is coming 0. Then 3 minus 2 is coming 1. It will never come 10. It will never come 10. So definitely here AB finally will not be belonging to R if A belongs to A and B belongs to B. Hence, relation is R is void relation. Relation is void relation. Why the relation will be void relation, beta? Because here none of the element will satisfy the condition. If we will take 2 comma 3 and in 2 comma 3, if we will take 2 as A and 3 as B, then beta A minus B will become 2 minus 3 and 2 minus 3 is coming as minus 1 na beta. Minus 1 is not equal to 10. Minus 1 is not equal to 10. So again, this condition is not satisfied. I hope everyone understood this part. Understood this section, beta? Okay, Yuvashri told, understood, Vishiga told, Harish told, Farhana told, Sadhap told, Shyam, Abhinesh, understood, beta? Hanibala, very good, beta. So exactly, we have understood this section, that how we are getting void set. Okay, then we will solve questions. There we will see, is the set void or not. But I hope you might have understood that a relation where relation is getting empty set is called as void set. What is a void relation? Void relation is such a relation where it will not have a single element inside it. That means relation will become equal to 5. Open curly bracket or 5. So that type of relation is called as void relation. What type of relation it will be called as? Void relation. That type of relation is called as void relation. I hope you might have understood. Let's go for the next one. The next type of relation is called as, beta, this is called as universal relation. What is a universal relation? Okay. Now we will see universal relation. I'll write about universal relation. Beta, this relation is called universal relation. Means what, beta? Any set can be a subset of itself. If I will say A is equal to 1, 2, then definitely A can be subset of itself. The statement says a set is a subset of itself. A set is a set is a subset of itself. What is a set? A set is a subset of itself. Again, I am repeating, everyone. A set is a subset of itself. A set is a subset of itself. A set is a subset of itself. Why I am telling, beta? Because again, if you will do power set, last previous question, you will be seeing when I did power set, you see here at that time, previous one, I think I have removed that one. So in the power set, 1, 2, 3 set is itself coming. That means every set is a subset of itself. Every set is a subset of itself. So since every set is a subset of itself, that's what it is written, then it will become a universal set. Then you will say, auntie, this was about set. What about relation, auntie? How to create a relation and tell that it is a universal relation? How to know this? Then simple example I'm going to take to explain. Let A be a set. A is containing two elements, 1 and 2. Then Cartesian product of it, beta. It will come 1 comma 1, 1 comma 2, 2 comma 1, 2 comma 2. Now, beta, one condition. Very good, Yuvashri, Pritika. They both have told it is having 4 elements. Correct. It is having how many elements? 4 elements. So now, what is relation given to you is, relation is telling that AB is there, which is belonging to relation R, such that A plus B is greater than 0, where A belongs to A and B belongs to B. Now, better tell me, is it possible? Is it a universal relation? Think and say, yes, Vishika is telling it's a universal relation. Yes, beta, it's a universal. Hadnibala is also telling it's a universal relation. And Pritika also is telling it's a universal relation. Very good, very good. Harish is telling universal relation. Farhana is telling universal relation. So everyone is telling, yes, auntie, it is a universal relation. But why and how it is a universal relation? So how it is a universal relation, beta? Look here. First, you see, you take any of the element. If 2 comma 2 we are taking, then A will become equal to 2, B will become equal to 2. Then beta 2 plus 2 will become equal to 4, and definitely 4 is greater than 0. So since, yes beta, R will have all the element of A cross A. Correct, Harish, to the point. Because she is telling auntie it is a universal relation. Correct only, beta. Why it is a universal relation, beta? Because all these elements, if you will all these, it will always become greater than 0. 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 is greater than 0. 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 is greater than 0. 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 is greater than 0. 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 is greater than 0. That means what, beta? If this relation will pick one element from here and check that, is it a relation? Then it will say that, yes, yes, I am a relation. Why? Because when you will be adding 1 plus 1, it will be 2 and 2 is exactly greater than 0. Then here this one also will say, yes, yes, I am a relation. Why? Because 1 plus 2 is coming 3 and 3 is greater than 0. I hope everyone is understanding this. So that means what, beta? Here in the special case, here relation is equal to A cross A. So when relation will be equal to A cross A, then it is called as universal relation. Okay. So beta, what two things we have understood? When relation will be equal to 5, it will be called as void relation. When relation will be equal to 5, it will be called as void relation. When relation will be equal to A cross A, then it will be called as universal relation. Okay, then it is what called as, first one is void relation, second one is universal relation. So if someone will tell you to prove that it is empty relation, that means you have to prove relation is equal to 5. If someone will tell you that find universal relation, then what you will do? You will make it equal to A cross A. Means the Cartesian set itself will be equal to relation. Means here all is coming as relation. All this one. So instead of A cross A, we can write directly, instead of A cross A, we can write directly R can be equal to 1 comma 1, 1 comma 2, 2 comma 1, 2 comma 2. Understood, beta? So here these are all relations. Sada, Farhana, Abhinesh, everyone understood. Shyam understood. Vishika, Harnibala, Pritika, everyone understood, beta, this part? That is the entire A cross A. In simple, very good. Everyone is telling, yes, auntie, Anush, Vishika, Harnibala, everyone is telling they have understood. That means, beta, the entire set itself is called universal set. And when Shyam is also telling yes, Harish is also telling yes. And beta, when the set is not containing any element, it will be exactly called as empty set. When the set is not containing any element, it is called as empty set. I hope you might have understood. Shall we go for the next one? Now the next one is, okay, one part is missed, beta. I have to discuss that part, because sometimes they are asking in competitions. Now they are asking this. One word is there that is exactly called as trivial. Remember this. This is a key word. Please remember, for MCQ, it is very, very important. Please, I am begging you, you do all these things. Why? Because you feel that these things so much minutely auntie going, because auntie have seen, this is 19th year of teaching for me. Next year will become 20th year of teaching for me. So I know which, from which section they are grabbing the questions. So please, for competition also, trivial word you remember. See, empty set and universal set. Empty set and universal set, sometimes they are called as trivial relations. What word is given to them? Trivial relation. So what they will tell, they will give four options to you. They will give four options to you. They will give an void relation, they will give symmetric, asymmetric, or reflexive, and they will ask which one is among this, which one is a trivial relation. I'm repeating, they will give four different type of relations. They will give an empty relation, symmetric, antisymmetric, and reflexive, and they will ask which one is trivial. Then which one will be your answer? Which is exactly called as void relation is trivial. Sometimes void relation and universal relation. Remember this, note down it somewhere, because you have to search different books and then you can get, then you will get all this content. Okay. So void relation and universal relation. I repeat, void relation and universal relations are called trivial relations. What specific name is given to them? They have got a name called as trivial relation. What word? Repeat with me. Trivial relation. Trivial. Trivial relation. Understood, beta? It is called as trivial relation. So shall I go forward? Now look here, beta. Identity relation. What is identity relation? Again, like for you, I am writing the definition and then I will explain it with a simple example, simplest example. Okay. So let A be a non-empty set. Okay. Now the relation identity of A is equal to is called the identity relation on A. Okay, so it is exactly coming as a void relation, empty. So first we have studied void relation, then we have studied universal relation. Third one is identity relation. Beta, identity relation, they will not be asking more questions. Openly, I am saying these questions will come when you will be going for competition or some important examination. There, these questions they will be asking. So please be very specific how you are going to answer these questions. Okay. So now look here, beta, how to answer the question. Identity relation is very rigid. Identity says that me and myself, me and myself. I gave you a clue. What identity relation is telling? Me and myself. Means me and myself is very important. Rest other, no one is important. So simple example I am taking because this definition will not be there in your brain forever. But beta, this example, what I am giving you now, it will be there inside you. So just remember this. Will be there. Then identity relation of A. Yes, Harish, it will be same. It should be 1, comma 1, 2, comma 2, 3, comma 3. Me and myself. What did I said? Me and myself. But beta, whatever element will be present inside A, all me and myself should be there. Whatever element present inside A, all me and myself should be there. So if A will be containing A, B, C, and IA, is it a relation, beta, identity relation? Here A is containing three elements, A, B, and C. And beta, in relation, it is written as, very good, Pritika, Yuvashri. No, they both are saying no, auntie, it is not possible. Very good, very good. Harniwala, tell me the answer, beta. Quickly say. Then this relation A comma A, B comma B. This one is exactly there, but which one is missing? Quickly say me which one is missing here. Very good, Pritika. Here C comma C is missing here. So since C comma C is missing here, Vishika is also telling C comma C, Sadab is telling, Yuvashri is telling, Harish is telling, super. What a speed of writing, beta. Very good. God bless you all. So exactly C comma C is missing here. Because of that, it will not be called as a identity relation. Okay, that means whatever element is present inside A, it's me and myself should be there. Now, me and myself word, I think once you will remember, you will say that auntie talked about identity, and identity is working with me and myself. Identity is discussing with me and myself, and that is the unique feature of identity. This is what the unique feature of identity, you have to remember it. Okay, beta. So if one of the element ordered pair will not be inside relation, it will not be called as identity. It will not be called as identity. Like if A is having 4 and 5 and relation is coming with only 4 comma 4, is it an identity relation? Tell me fast, beta. Is it an identity relation? Very good. Pritika, no. Vishika, no. Sadav, Harni, Bala, Harish, Shyam, everyone is telling no. Farhana beta understood na. Yuvashri is telling no. Farhana is telling no. Very good, bacha. Pritika is telling 5 comma 5 is missing. Yes, this is what I was wanting. This batch is going very strong. Very good, beta. That means you've understood the most important part of it. That identity says me, myself, if it is not there. If single, so all are having very much attitude. They want me and myself. If two will be there, third one will be missing, then it is not at all an identity. I hope you might have understood identity relation. Quickly say, yes, auntie, understood identity relation. You take us forward. Yes, beta. Because I have to give you a booklet, and this week all related booklet questions we have to solve. Fine. Offline classes, one booklet before chapter itself I will give you, and we will solve all that booklet questions. Okay, beta. Very good. Offline, online, those who are willing offline, offline, those who are willing online, online. I am available for both. Now, beta, second one is, I think not second one. This is one, two, three, fourth one, reflexive relation. So till now, how many types of relation we have studied? We have studied void relation, universal relation, then identity relation. This is the fourth one, which is called as reflexive relation. Now, beta, reflexive relation is now very similar to identity relation. Reflexive and identity, they both are very, very similar, but reflexive is bit casual, but identity is very strict. Identity says that me and myself only will be there. What did I said? Me and myself only will be there. Others should not be there. Others should not be there. Reflexive is telling me and myself is there. With me and myself, others we can also take. Other family members we can also take. So let's see the example. Then I think you will understand it in a better way. If every element of A is related to a self, then it is called as a reflexive relation. Means if every element of A is related to itself is called a reflexive relation, means beta same condition. So if A will be equal to 1, 2, 3, then relation is taking 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3, 1. Now tell me, beta, is this a reflexive relation? Is this a reflexive relation? Yuvashri is telling, I don't think so. Beta, it's a reflexive relation. Yuva, it is a Harish is telling yes. Sadab is telling yes. Vishika is telling yes. Okay, everyone is telling yes. Now, beta, look here. These three is there. So this three is most important. In reflexive, it has to be there. That is what it is written, beta. A relation R on a set A is said to be reflexive if every element of A is related to itself. If every element of A is related to itself. Okay, every element of A is related to itself. Here, everything is related. But beta, here, other than that, if extra element is there, then relation is saying, I don't have any problem. Yes, beta. If 1, 2 is not there, no problem. But the most important 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3 is present inside it, beta. So it is a reflexive relation. Okay. So I will ask some questions here. Just tell me, are these reflexive relations or not? Now, beta, tell me second one and third one. Are the both reflexive? Second one reflexive or not? Very good. I think I missed one statement. Someone gave the statement. I have to check that one. Oh, okay, beta, what you are exactly said. Third one is reflexive. Very good. Vishika is telling third one reflexive. Sham is telling second one is not reflexive. Yuvashri is also given answer. Reflexive, not reflexive, reflexive. Everyone gave the answer. Okay, very good, beta. So everyone told the answer. Second one is not reflexive. Third one is reflexive. Very good. Well done, all of you. Well done. It's only correct. Why, beta? Because here 3, 3 is missing. Here 3, 3 is missing. Here all the three is there. So it is a reflexive relation. Then I told you, na beta, reflexive and identity. There is very means very small less difference is there. Identity is very strict. Identity says that only me and myself. Then only identity. Okay. So here, none of them, all the three are not identity. All the three are not identity. So what we have learned is an identity relation can be reflexive, but reflexive relation cannot be identity. What did I say? Identity can be reflexive because but identity is strictly following 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. So definitely it is identity and definitely it is relation also. But relation is quite very good. It is allowing others